Man, that was weird. Okay, so I was basically okay. Are we? Oh no, it's doing that thing now. Okay, I guess we're having a day, aren't you? Yeah, okay, let's fix that. Let's fix that, huh? YouTube, what are you doing? Why are you starting this up today? Are we good, YouTube? Are you going to allow me to participate in the YouTubeisms called streaming a game for everybody and showing off exactly how this game might be and how I feel about it? Because, damn, Super Mario World is a jam in my books. The fact that this game was basically the reason I still enjoy Nintendo games as a whole, and more importantly, would like to see Nintendo succeed, but they are already starting off a little off kilter, so to speak. I'm really hoping Nintendo kind of figures its way through its situation here, because I would like to understand when I'm going to be able to pre-order this system for one, and of course, how everybody else thinks about it. But until then, I figured I was going to use that Nintendo Switch Online subscription that I hopefully won't pay more for in the future to talk about Super Mario World. Probably one of my favorite games of all time, and the reason why I probably binge video games very often because Super Mario World is where a lot of my childhood video game love started because it involved this freaking green dinosaur and this plumber cape wearing man riding all the way through 96 left. That's a freaking lie game. That's 96 exits, and we're going to be trying to find all 96 of these exits today and maybe another day because this game's not exactly short if you're gonna. What are we talking about now? Okay, excuse me while I try to deal with these technical difficulties that the bit rate is lower than the recommended bit. Okay, it's interesting. Can I fix that? Alright, excuse me for the technical difficulties, but of course I'm going to figure out what they're talking about here. It seems fine to me. I mean, it's doing a lot better than it was choking earlier. Anyway, let's get started with Super Mario World and why it has had such a damn impact. The fact that this game introduces you with gameplay is pretty good stepping stone. Just to say, hey, look at all the stuff you can do in this game. Not to mention that Yoshi doesn't mind stomping on some frickin' piranha plant's head. It feels so damn good to play this game again. And, of course, what good game doesn't have something like a save system? Because, remember the old days where passwords were a thing? Ugh. Yeah, thank God Nintendo really started to find their groove with it back in the Super NES days, and they wanted to prove that you don't have to worry about having all these freaking pieces of paper with words, symbols, etc., etc. Now you can just play through the game, save it, and have it be an afterthought until your freaking battery dies 10 years later, and then you're just like, oh, damn it. Losing all that data that you did back in 1990 or 1991, depending on how when you played this game or whatever. And then the game throws choices at you. You're like, which way do I go? Two seems like it shouldn't be the right way, but it kinda is and kinda isn't. It depends on the player. And gotta say, it starts off shooting you in the face with a massive bullet bill that's like, oh, that's a bonsai bill. Because I guess some people be screaming that actually out loud. And ducking, for sure. Sup, Razor Edge, how you doing? Talk about Super Mario World and I am so glad that hitbox sucks on you right there, because Mario should have taken some good old damage upside his face, but... It's just good playing this game. Like, this game... have you... I'm pretty sure there's very few people that can say, I haven't played Super Mario World. I'm pretty sure everybody in some shape or form has seen, touched, or played this damn game. And to be fair, I'm so glad that this game still has plenty of relevance. It's basically the Nintendo Doom, where, like, people are still playing this 30 years later in their life and saying, yeah, this game kicks ass. But the thing that really takes the cake is just the exploration, man. But I'm just kind of curious for those that are watching. What was your first binged game? Like, which game made you keep playing it over and over again, or play it to the end, almost non-stop? Or you're just like, nah, I don't do that stuff. That's just unhealthy as hell. But this game was my first binging game, because, damn, like, you put the game in the system, and it's like a birthday, or in my case, I believe it was a Christmas gift, and it was probably one of the best Christmas gifts that my dad ever gave me, because it was like, I wasn't expecting it, and he just brings out this freaking system in a black box with that ever so lovable SNES on it, and it came with Super Mario World, and I was like, okay. And I was familiar with Mario, but I never really got into it until I played this game. This is the game that made me become a Mario fan, because just the way that it presents itself is like, this is more than just your typical platformer. This is your platformer that frickin' stretches the boundaries a bit. Like, having message boxes. Well, that's probably in a lot more games than usual, but the fact that you have this overworld and it's massive. Like, you already saw the overworld when we were going to smack down the Yellow Switch Palace, and it's like, well, I'm not getting an extra life now. Thank you, game. The one thing I do hate is the Fire Flower can sabotage you really damn quick. And I don't know how that Koopa just decided to disallow or follow the anti-logic of Red Koopas, where they always stick on their ledges until somebody pushes them off, apparently. But then you get acquainted with probably one of the best things about Super Mario World, and that's freaking Yoshi. Like, Yoshi is literally... He became super popular, for sure, because, I mean, you have this green dinosaur jumping on guys' head, killing them after 3 hits, and you're like, that's fine. Not to mention... I don't know what happened to the... I'm just kind of worried when a Yoshi turns into an extra life. Did we sacrifice that Yoshi to get that freaking 1-up? Or is it just like, nah, you already have Yoshi, we can't make 2 Yoshis on the same screen or else it'll break. It kind of does actually break if you have 2 Yoshis, but no complaints. What the... Okay, come here. Now, I don't think we talked about Charging Chucks enough, man. These guys are like the first normal enemy that take 3 frickin' hits. And it's like, dude, what happened to Boom Boom? This is your Boom Boom now. He runs all over the place trying to kill you, and I don't know how you're fricking out. You're taking more than 3 hits. Is it because I went off the screen? Interesting. Boom. Now, I'm trying to see if I can get this little challenge, or this run done in 2 hours, because finding all the exits in this game requires, a lot of memorization. You didn't do the binge gaming too much. Oh, so you binge the arcade ones? Interesting. That's a good point. I do know that, I kind of feel like, for example, roguelikes are kind of like the new arcade games, because they're so prominent, and they basically don't save your progress unless, or if, after you lose or whatever. It's like a one and done kind of situation. Which is kind of neat, honestly. It's kind of nice to see that it's changing and evolving to what suits everything. But Mario is definitely the game that kind of taught me, yeah, the games can be really freaking addicting and make you play constantly. And I'm kind of glad we got through that level without dying, because that was like the first level where we start getting a lot of death pits thrown at you, and you're like, oh shit. Yeah, you fall right in the dang hole. So whenever you hear that athletic theme, just know that you're going to be possibly getting killed either by falling directly into a death pit or some challenge getting tossed your way. Or you have to deal with water, apparently. Huh. And then, of course, you get introduced to this guy, and you're like, oh, I got Yoshi, so you're pretty damn screwed. It's kind of nice to see Pokey kind of get some more love after Super Mario Bros. 2, and kind of combining these two series, or like, the fact that Super Mario Bros. 2 is not even part of the main series, so to speak, or at least, it certainly had a different outlook, if that makes any sense. Alright, hitting this. Hitting this. Oh no, I missed the coin. Damn, oh well. Not important in this game, but certainly more crucial in the next. Or the remake of this, where you have to find the damn things for 100% completion? I don't know, I haven't played the remake of Super Mario World. I probably should. I probably should have started with that, but I kind of wanted to go back down memory lane real quick, because that's kind of... Wow, I totally did a great job not matching anything, did I? Well, at least you know it's very possible if you're not paying attention. Iggy's Castle, the first thing, and the point where you're like, Yoshi, come with me! No. You're doing this by yourself. Yoshi can't be rendered inside this castle because he breaks everything. That's the main reason why they didn't want you to bring Yoshi in there, because you would see all the ugliness that this castle had to offer, but then you get greeted with this grating, and you're like, dude, this is kind of neat. But then this Koopa can't touch you until he goes around the corner. Oh, the Starman on the part? Yeah, I kind of screwed up on that. Even though I've gotten the Starman, or, like, I know this game down pretty well, its memory's kind of failing me a bit at times, but I'm hoping that my memory of all the exits will not leave me, because, you know, I'm kind of curious. What happens if... Oh, that Koopa's gone. I was kind of seeing if I could hit that Koopa by swinging the fence door around. No, one thing I will say about this game that's pretty damn awesome... Well, actually, let's focus on the bad for a moment. One thing about this game that I wish was a little bit better, and they've certainly addressed it in some future Mario games, the castles are fine. Those I don't have an issue with, because it's just the bosses. This is the first boss. All he does is this. Oh man, a freaking ball that you could possibly get killed by. But this is the boss that might give kids a little bit of trouble, because it's not the whole 3-hit logic. Not to mention the surrounding instant death, as the platform tips from side to side like it's bombs away in Super Mario Party. And then Mario apparently strapped this thing to, or like dynamite to this castle. Did you do this before or after you did this? it's kind of weird. Like, it just makes me think, like, Mario, were you actually thinking of just destroying everybody in that castle and not giving a rat's ass about it? Considering Mario's beef with Bowser and friends, yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't give any care about it. He's just like, I'm getting the egg, and then I'm blowing everybody up inside of there. Just makes you wonder what Mario's thinking half the time, with that very stoic mustache face of his. Then you get greeted with the cape. The freaking... Yoshi, we need to talk about this killing things and not giving power-ups. So, yeah, Yoshi's big ass butt destroys enemies to the point where they don't maybe give you what you want. So let's get off him real quick, grab this, and become broken as hell, because Cape is the most OP thing that you will ever experience in a Mario game. The fact that now Nintendo is very kind of hesitant to give you a flying power-up, because this cape just makes this game super easy. Mainly because this. We'll sacrifice Yoshi real quick, because, I mean, this you can do forever. It's great, but at the same time, it's broken. It is absolutely asinine how crazy this game can just get broken on the back of Mario's cape. But it's cool. I mean, it rewards the player for knowing that, hey, I can keep flying for days. And it's kind of neat that Nintendo is going all out and about. Sorrow Red went on massacre. Well, I mean, yeah, he probably did see a lot of red. Because that was the blood of his enemies. What an evil plumber. Or maybe it's the tomato sauce after a nice frickin' pizza that he ate. Either way, Mario definitely has all the tools to make his enemies pay in this game, because the cape, just stupidly powerful. That's why they started doing stuff in later levels to kind of prevent them. But damn, cape is so damn fun in this game. It's a shame that this is probably the first and last time you'll ever see it until... At least until a certain other game, of course. I'm kind of glad they brought it back and nailed it for that game. But it just makes the freaking raccoon... Well, there goes every bit of... Okay, this is bad. Yeah, we will leave Yoshi to his devices over there, because we gotta beat this level. Nice. And then you have this thing ahead of you, and you're like, what the f... This is something that you really don't need, because Kate just says screw all that. But if you didn't have the cape and you're like, how the heck do I get up there? Well, there's a secret. But I'm trying to figure out how to beat these levels. We're gonna just fly through this level just to see show you how broken it is. Like, look at this. And then they try to put these clouds in the way just to ruin your ride a bit. But then, enough speed. So yeah, pretty much whenever I have a level that I need to play through, this is how I'm gonna beat most of them. Just fly through the level, show off how freaking mad... Oh, well, thank God for invincibility in my lost hopes and dreams there. May as well grab these and get the hell out of here. And is there... But this is the reason why I love Super Mario World, because the whole secret exit thing, I think they might have been kind of exploring that with Super Mario Brothers 3, because you know how there's two different ways to exit certain levels. Like, for example, in the first Fortress, you had that one exit. What's up, Bluefire? How you doing? We're playing some Super Mario World, and damn, we're already to World 1+. The reason why I call it 1+ is the theming in Mario World, not the greatest thing. Like, I prefer Super Mario Bros. 3's theming every day of the week, because at least you knew you were in a different world each time you got further. Here it's like, well, there's a cave, and it's lots more green fields and such, but that's one of the other weaknesses of this game. It's like, it felt like you were progressing, but it just didn't throw enough new environments at you. It didn't really explore that side, because there's only one ice level in this game. Maybe two, if you happen to find that particular world. Can we get in this here? No? No, I think that's not the type I'm thinking of. It's this one I should be jumping in. Oh, now they're kicking ball. What? Thank you for pretty much warping that ball in my ass. Thank you. Jeez. Of course, they're like, do you have a Yoshi? Grab blue shell to fly. But unfortunately, I don't have that option, so let's do that instead. Grab this, and secret exit. Get ourselves a nice green Switch Palace, probably the best Switch Palace in the game. Not for what you have to do in it. Let's see. Well, that's interesting. Oh no, you're gonna frickin' ruin this, you know this? Thank you, Blue. Oh my god, the Blue Koopas in this game, they look awesome, but they just ruined that chance for an extra life. Bastard. But this is the reason why Green Switch Palace is the best. Green blocks are... They're like, hey, I heard you like the cape. Here's all of them. Like, all these green blocks have cape feathers in them, and it's like, do you want to just break this game in 5 different pieces now? Because we've given you all the tools to make that happen. This theme, I will say, this is probably my least favorite theme in this game. Because, I mean, you're going to be hearing it a lot. Like, I feel like you're going to hear it more than freaking the athletic theme and the normal overworld theme. Because cave levels only have one theme. And this is what you'll be hearing. If you have Yoshi, it gets a little better, but damn. You'll be like, okay, I get it. I'm in a freaking echoey ass cave. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good, but would you prefer this or the Super Mario Brothers theme, or Mario Brothers 3 theme, or the original Mario Brothers theme, Underground? Like, yeah, give me that shit. I'm sorry, like, this doesn't really jam at all. And this cave kind of gets scary here, because it makes you think, oh god, what's going to happen next? Well, don't stand on that block, that's for sure, because you'll die from it. Oh, great. Oh, the power-up progression? Yeah, the power-up progression is kind of weird in this game. Don't stand here, because get crushed. I hate how they're like, hey, by the way, you might want to get on there. No, actually, we're lying. We want to kill you for you being too impatient. Interestingly enough, it doesn't go back up there again. That part I don't understand, but I don't hate it. Just shows that you can be they're being a little flexible here. So, I'm curious when you say the power-up progression exactly. Like, you hate how the cape is... Like, what do you hate about the power-up progression exactly? Like, if you get hit, you lose it? Or the fact that you get cape so damn early, and it's like, oh... I think one thing that can be said is that this game only has 3 power-ups, which, compared to, like, Super Mario Bros. 3, you have a lot of power-ups. Oh no, spooky place. This is basically what the fortress have become. Half of them became ghost house because you had boos all in those fortresses trying to kill you, the invincible enemy that you couldn't do a damn thing about. Let's just take this shortcut, get this out of the way real quick, because this is probably one of the easiest secret exits to find, and you get a big-ass reward. Did I just lose a 1-up from... Game, you are cruel. Yeah, you do get the cape very early, and it's stupidly dominant, and they throw it at you. It's like getting a freaking... Like, let's look at it this way. How often did you find the hammer bro suit in Super Mario Bros. 3? You found it in 2 worlds, and you had to look for it. At least. And speaking of grinding power-ups, look at the place that makes it all possible. This frickin' spot. Top secret area. Not only is it exactly easy to find, it basically has everything that you need plus Yoshi. And now we're broken. So, the game definitely made it stupidly easy to get what you need for when you needed it. And top secret area is all about, hey, grind it. Having trouble? Just come here, you'll be fine. Now this theme is pretty good. I like this musical number a lot more than, say, the frickin' cave. Boom, boom, boom. And then we have this thing. This thing used to be a mystery to me, but this is something you can control by moving the D-pad. Imagine not having this information down and then dealing with some sort of sneaky-ass puzzle later in the game that I'm going to freaking hate every living fiber of my being about. But that block is definitely something that you would have to use that room to discover its benefits. And you're going to have to definitely use said block in the future. I'm not going to hit that again. We're just going to go through the door one more time. Because this is how you get out of here. You never knew that, Blue? It's a really dumb thing to figure out so much later. Like, I think I eventually figured it out at some point when I was young, but the fact that it's like, oh, that's it? Well, I hate you for that, because you never taught me. Like, you just threw it at me and like, hey, look at this, it's going in... Wait, what? So that pretty much is kind of the room to understand how they work. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to backtrack here, go to the most boring level in the game, Donut Secret 1, because water physics are great in this game. They aren't. I mean, the good news is that you have a lot more control underwater than you would in maybe Super Mario Bros. 3. Holding up and swimming is probably the most fun you'll have in this world. Until you realize something else. Maybe I'll ditch Yoshi real quick. Yoshi, you're gonna have to go into the pit. This is what's gonna happen to you eventually, buddy. The reason I want to ditch Yoshi is because we have this thing, and he was gonna get ditched either way. The balloon. Balloon! You turn into Karnoff and fly up in the air. And it's the weirdest freaking power-up in this game, and possible... Oh no, I picked the wrong one. I picked the wrong one. I picked the wrong one. Screw you, Fireflower. Yeah, apparently if you make the wrong choice, well, guess what? You're not getting up at the top. Because you got 2 1-ups up here. And of course they gotta make it so you better pick the right one, or else you aren't getting it. Mean stuff. And of course 2 coins on the way down. Damn, man, they are really laying the freaking dragon coins on you. I'm just collecting them for in the future if I play this on the Game Boy Advance. Because they do have it on the Game Boy Advance in the... thank you for that. Rip Pan Fish, my most hated enemy in this underwater levels. But this is where the fun starts. When you pick up any item, swimming becomes pretty damn good. Like, it becomes what I wish it was. But you have to grab an item for that shit. Which is a little annoying. I kind of want that. But unfortunately it means I have to beat this damn level again. But to be fair, this is the better way anyway. Because this is where all the good stuff starts to happen. You get to this ghost house, and it's Ghost Donut Secret House, and you're like, okay. Not only does it host a shortcut, it hosts an even better shortcut. Like, going from this particular ghost house to a secret world to a place known as the final world of the game. It's like, oh. And before that, it was like, hey, did you find 2 warp whistles? Yep, you're done. Really? Almost. Then you have to get acquainted with, here's Bowser in his worst freaking world of all time, Dark Land of Death. Nah, it's not the worst. It's honestly probably the most accurate depiction of Bowser Hell. That's for sure. Yeah, let's grab this. I want to have some... I want to have a moment of, hey, Mario's not going to kill everything he sees. Then again, I don't think that's going to happen here either way. Grab these coins real quick. And then there's the trickery. Like, they're like, this is a sneaky trick right here. Yeah, you could go in this door. You could hit this, or you could go in that blue door. We're going to go this way first. Because this is where we get to meet the best part of this freaking ghost house. Big Boo Boss. The thing you'll see in 90% of Kaizo games. Because they didn't have AMS down as well as they do now. And this usually was the challenge. Like, you have to fight Big Boo in this really a dangerous ass situation. Alright. Forgot. Easy boss, though, because the worst part about Big Boo is that, at least for him, is that I don't have a hitbox. Oh, that's unfortunate for you. So that's why he has his little Boo friends in there. And then you get to this and you're like, what the hell? What did I just unlock? Frickin' Star World. Probably one of the best concepts in the Mario game. Just like, hey, here's this fricking world where you can literally warp to any possible place you want to be. And that all involves you getting secret exits. But we're going to go back here to World 1 Plus. Get the other exit. The one that's intended. Okay, let's do this. Oh my god, I forgot you cannot spin jump on those guys. Interesting. You can spin jump on boos, but these boos are special. They're god-awfully annoying, because you have to wait. Fine. May as well jump over him. Star Wars. That's very understandable. So yeah, let's actually show you that you can spin jump on these guys. It's just these boos are no good. No, stop trying to do the sneak up behind me and kill me game. That's not cool. Oh my god, this is kind of a mean trap. It's like, hey, you think you're safe, and then the other boo sneaks up behind you and makes this situation a lot more annoying. What is this saying? Oh, this is basically saying, yeah, we're gonna kind of spoil the Star World to you a little bit. Okay, I'm kind of curious what's in this door, because I usually just beat this level and not care about it. Oh, it just sends you... Not this crap again. They really wanted to, like, introduce this thing to you. Like no other. Like, look at our cool freaking creation game, man. Doesn't it look awesome? Yeah, I guess so. But does it help me beat the level? No. And it sends you right back here, and then you now understand what you must do. This door is the... Oh, come on, dick. Can you not be in the way, please? Thank you. I can understand most people not seeing the whole game. Just like most people not seeing the whole, like, Super Mario Bros. 3. I can tell you that... Okay, let's not screw this up this time. Yeah, we're screwing this up now. Wait, there's hope. Well, there's two one-ups. Cool. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, Blue, are you gonna ever try to play through this game in its entirety? Are you gonna try to see everything that this game has to offer? You're like, nah, I'm good. Hey, look! Another kind of nice little spoiler. Like, hey, by the way, Bowser exists in this game. What? I thought I killed him in Super Mario Bros. 3. No, he's still here. And he has probably the best world theme, or best overworld theme, and the best looking castle. I mean, he's telling you he's freaking here, for God's sakes. Don't ask me how there's weather effects underground, but... Are you actually kidding me with this freaking coin game? Like, that's the third block we've seen in like 2 minutes. Nah, you're good. Honestly, I think... Oh, shit. Star power. This is the longest time in any Mario game where you'll have star power. Like, look how long this lasts. We'll beat this level before this runs out, I feel like. Oh, I spoke too soon. But I could have actually sped run through this level, beat it before it runs dry, and, well, maybe not. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, good. A max of 8 lives? Yeah, that's true, because you have 2 diagonals. That's 2 lives right there. Then you got 3 verticals, 3 horizontals. Boom. That's 8 lives. Oh, looks like we basically ended up where we left off. Cool. Doo-doo. And this is where you get introduced to not only a green block that you can use, and more importantly, platforming and death. More instant death. Not that... This is also where I started appreciating the athletic theme a little bit more, because it just matches the forest a lot better in my eyes. Ah, see? Thought there was something down there. And what do we get for all that effort? Extra life, coins. That's it? Okay. Uh-huh, oh right. The thing that I rarely use, but it's actually kind of helpful if you use it in the right ways. Like, if you want to see what's further ahead, by all means, do it. I think they probably wanted to say, hey, watch out for the enemy coming from the far right. Kind of an interesting mechanic, but of course they didn't really do much else with it. Definitely might work out if you're trying to get through a level and you just want to see what's up ahead and not worry about what's behind you. But yeah, I kind of like what this level does. Like, it just throws all sorts of platforms, and then this minigame, let's see if I can get it right. Yes, good, good. Uh-huh. Oh shit, I think I have a total of 6 lives now, because this is going to be the same thing, right? Good. Ah shit, they figured it out. And then they just wrecked me at the end. Oh well, I did my best. Oh, fuzzies. Yeah, fuzzies are basically invincible little bastards that go on lines and cause you a bit of mayhem on little precarious platforming spots. They will only become more of a nuisance later on this series, and you will just basically want to throw them off a cliff when you see them. And then Donut Plains 4. I kind of want to say this level is unremarkable until you see this asshole called the Yellow Koopa jumping in any shell. Becomes an invincible whirling dervish of death until you spin jump on his ass. I think I understand that this level is all about teaching you the Koopa population, as well as throwing a hammer, bro. Thankfully, not. Thankfully, the platform kind of makes them even less of a hassle. Kind of weird. Oh, no extra life game? Come on. So. Oh. Oh, I see what I need to do here. Oh, come on, game. I had that. Yeah, that's a place where you could possibly get an extra life if you're wearing a cape. Is it? Oh no. It's doing the thing again. It's doing the thing again. Oh no. Give me a sec. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I wonder what's... My stream... Yes, I understand the stream bitrate is a lot lower than it should be, system. Jeez. Is it fixed now? It seems to be fixed. I think. This is the problem I'm gonna have to deal with when I'm streaming anything. I'm gonna figure this out. We're working out the bugs, but it should be working again. Is it like all good? We 100% like solid here? Oh, this wonderful thing. Yes, give me that. I think it's better now. I definitely see that we're going at a normal bit rate as opposed to like -5 here. Come on, come on, come on! Ah, of course. I'm having a bad time getting extra lives in this level, excuse me. Alright, do let me know if the stream is acting up again. Alright, good. I'm glad. I'm going to definitely look into, like, optimal streaming bit rates, because it's telling me, your current bit rate kind of sucks. And I'm like, I can't fix that at the moment. I'm kind of in the middle of the stream. Morton's Castle. I like Morton's Castle for a couple reasons. Get introduced to this little bastard, the Thwimps, and Swinging Balls of Death. Yeah, these will be in plenty of levels. But besides from the Thwomps and all the other things that you're going to run into, like, this is kind of a nice introduction of some of the problems that you're going to be experiencing while in these castles. The verticality is the thing that really takes the cake here. This is why this level kind of kicks ass, because just the way that the layer 3 just steps right in and takes charge for pretty much the rest of the level. And then the pains of, like, the agonizing ways that you could possibly die in this level. Getting smashed against a wall, or getting pinched between a corner. And then realize, oh, thank you for the dead end game. Is there anything of value over here, or am I just... yeah. But the biggest problem are these damn dry bones, because if this guy can cooperate with me and start throwing... Oh, thank you, Block, for just getting all up in the way. Yeah, those dry bones can actually start throwing bones at you. It seems like it depends on which dry bone, maybe. I don't know. Excuse me. I'm just curious if there's something up here. Like, when you give me a bunch of freaking turn blocks, I can't help but check them all out real quick. There we go. Because you get something nice up here, like, I think a 1-up? Yep. And then we have this freaking vertical shaft of death where all these blocks just come out of the wall. Like, yep, I hope you're in a safe spot, or otherwise you're gonna die immediately. And this is really mean here, like, if you happen to fall in the worst, down there in the worst time, you're dead. Speaking of falling, damn it. Because, like, even if you don't land on the spike, you might get pinched against the blocks, and it's, like, that's even worse. And then when you get to the top, you're like, man, that level is kind of cool, what's next? The worst boss in the game! Look at this wonderful boss! Man, that's great. That's a great trick, Morton. Shame if I were to just do this and ruin the whole fight. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, so Morton is probably the dumbest boss in the game. The fact that he just climbs the wall and his only attack is, I'm gonna fall on you! And you're like, that's cute. I don't even think he's gonna make it to the wall when you meet him, because you're gonna be too busy playing Boom Boom on his head and he dies. But I do like how Mario's creativity goes from using TNT to his frickin' feet. Because he realizes that his feet have been strengthened by jumping on 1,000 Koopas and Goombas all his life, and he's like, dude, I could destroy this castle with just good old jumps. But the drop kick. You can't forget that Mario just did his first drop kick on screen. Fucking great. I'll say the castle destruction scenes are probably some of the best parts about this game. But then we get acquainted with this big-ass red dot, and you're like, what the hell does that mean? Just means it's a big-ass red dot. I don't think there's any... If there is any relevance to, like, why is this stage with a big-ass dot as opposed to all these small dots? I would love to know, but it's just there. Oh yeah, screw all this. Got Yoshi, and then we got a nice little trick that you can do. Yeah, sudden iron boots for sure. Oh, I killed him? That's actually not what I wanted to do, game. Because I kind of wanted to go up here, grab this real quick, and then exit the level. And then there's this another secret level with another secret, or a secret level with a secret exit, but we gotta go back to Vanilla Dome 1. This is the main reason why I said I don't like the cave theme, because you're gonna hear it every freaking level, almost. Have fun. Ugh. And of course, I love how ingenious they did this section, where it's like, I heard that you like Buzzy Beetles. Would be a shame if you couldn't jump over them without having to struggle through it. Oh, game, don't do this to me. But yeah, this is the reason why I don't like the Mario, like the cave theme in this game. You just hear it so damn much, it becomes less of a treat and more of a, yep, we're back here again, the mines. That is actually one of the scariest parts of this level, though. That whole dash from death on the sinking block, that makes this level kind of cool. Because cave levels can either be like, eh, to, oh, okay. And that's one of those oh moments. Alright, well, no, we're not doing that. That's gonna kill me. Just like that guy smacked me upside the face. Let's see, didn't know they Ow. I mean, of course they're gonna add... Oh. And this is one of those rare moments where you got the super steep hill. Liking the physics on that shell, that's kind of neat. Think I might... Nah. Let's go down here real quick. Actually, nah, it's not. That's just a big ass. It's just a dragon coin. I don't need that because I don't have the maximum coins anyway. So, oh well. But it's a nice. That was a nice little introduction to Vanilla Dome 1. It's certainly a step up from the first cave level that we experienced. And then you get thrown in the water again, like, oh great, more swimming. But it's different. It's in the level. It's not like surrounded by water. You just have parts where, I don't know, you jump in and out of it, which is never a bad thing. Though I do always found it a little annoying that you can still kind of see the backgrounds in the corners of the walls. So it's like, it's weird sometimes. And once you see it, you will never unsee it. That's the most annoying part about that. Oh, nice. I'll take that. I'm sorry if I ruined, like, the immersion a bit with that, but it's just like, I hate how I now see that all the time. Thanks to Lunar Magic. I'm so glad Lunar Magic showed me all the ins and outs of the Super Mario World tiles, and that was... Now, this was kind of cool, though. Freaking... You have Charge and Chucks actually doing their job, being bulldozers. Not to mention chasing my ass. Too bad you're running into death, buddy. Feel like I should be finding the secret exit, but too busy just playing through this level so I don't have to do this long-ass stretch again. So, I've got some question to ask you all, since I did ask Razor Edge earlier. What is the first game you've ever binged? Like, what game have you sat down and played for multiple times? Like, in one set, like, played for multiple hours in one day, or you're like, I want to beat this freaking game. I want to see the end of it. This game kicks ass, all that sort of things. I can definitely say that this game, first time I played through this game, I didn't stop until like World 5 or something. World 5 or 6, and I was like, yeah, I think that's a good playtime session there. I think I know exactly where I need to go to get my wonderful, wonderful key to get to the secret exit. I think it involves some really crafty shenanigans over here. You grab this, you go through here, then you run like hell into this little cove here, and then grab your key, make it through this mess of cheeps, and pray that you don't die, because they knew that you're going to be swimming really fast, hitting your head on every fish along the way, and boom. You've now revealed the Red Switch Palace, which, to be fair, it does its job, because you can get acquainted with this thing. This little nice one-up puzzle. And you get a one-up for landing on the Koopa if you spin jump. That's pretty awesome. So you can get 2-ups on that level. We are making some pretty good progress. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to beat the game. Is get as many exits as possible, and then I'll do the Star World and Special World in the next stream, because I don't know if I'm going to get through all the levels in 2 hours. But we're making good progress so far. Then, this place. Man, they really enjoyed throwing those bull wheels at you. I kind of hate how they waste your time. Like, there's like, hey, I hope you enjoy, like, sitting here for a full minute. No, actually, I would like to make progress to your level, thank you. Okay, got a big-ass boo and a lot of blocks. I'm kind of tempted to check all I can here. Yep, that's what I was looking for. Is there anything good up here, or is it just coins? Yeah, it's just coins. Wow, I feel so accomplished. Well, invincibility frames. And then this spooky-ass room, the green bubbles of doom. Thankfully spin jumpable, but they're so massive, man. And their hitbox is kind of misleading. Because you think, oh, I'll bounce off the very top of it. No, apparently they're top of it. But I do like what they do to blocks. That's kind of neat. You, that's a rough question. Let's see. Battle Network. I still have to play those games someday. And Final Fantasy Tactics I can understand. That's a good game that will eat up a lot of time, but a lot of good time. And Metabots, I like the cartoon series. I felt like I really would like to find a collection of that someday. Oh, we're gonna screw this up, aren't we? Yep, this is a big screw up. Unless... I'm gonna try to see if I can get these mushrooms in the perfect position. Oh, I got one on up. Damn it. Man, I felt like I played a really dumb game of tic-tac-toe. Another big dot. I really wish I could understand these big dots. Like, what's the point of them? Just to make them stand out, or, like... But this does introduce one of the best parts about this level, or about Super Mario World. These freaking these rafts with these skull rafts are probably one of the best parts about this level and just in general, because they introduced a lot of no. Like a lot of roller coaster action here, so to speak. At least it kind of feels that way, but at the same time you have to deal with blargs trying to eat your face off. Though, I think the main reason why I wanted to play this is I kind of wanted to remind myself when Nintendo was just at the literal top of the world when it comes to the gaming market. Like, who could really touch Nintendo around the Super NES days? Like, maybe PC gaming, but then again, that wasn't exactly as big as frickin' a Super NES. I mean, that had all the shit. It had all the RPGs, it had the best sound and graphics. It was just a freaking dream for a lot of people in that day and age. And, of course, it still has some serious relevance. Especially with Nintendo trying to make money off of their emulation, so to speak. Granted, it's good to have that opportunity to play games that cost like hundreds of dollars. Like, for example, Dragon's Quest or Demon's Quest. You don't have to freaking worry about buying that game anymore because it's on here. And kind of a thank God moment, because but I do wish that one day or another that we'll see Chrono Trigger pop up on there. That would be fan-freaking-tastic, because I plan to play that game, or at least a modification of that game. I don't know how the hell your big-ass tongue was not grabbing that spiky enemy there, Yoshi. What the heck? But yeah, I'm planning to play Chrono Trigger Enhancer version, or Enhancer edition. It basically is kind of like a rebalancing of the game. I have not touched it at all, so I'm going to go 100% fresh into it to see what it's all about, because if it's doing some of the things I was doing with Super Mario World, where it's just like balancing the game out and putting your own twist to it to make it more fresh for anybody that's played the game to death, and I've definitely played Chrono Trigger to absolute death. Like, I haven't gotten all the endings, but I can definitely tell you that I know much about the story and how the game progresses, where it's literally just a movie in my head at this point. This is the most interesting of the Vanilla Dome levels because it's not a cave. It's this strange twilight area. It always kind of like confused me. Like, where the hell am I supposed to be? Did I just end up outside, or is this just some sparkly spot in the cave or something? But it's very interesting because you got these bullet bills trying to kill you from every direction almost. And it makes the level a lot more engaging, because you're like, oh, damn, I gotta dodge bullets while I'm going through this mess. So it's kind of like a war zone in a sense. Oh, that's... Goodbye, Yoshi. Thanks for helping me out, buddy. Not to mention it has that more athletic theme, which always kicks out. Oh my god, they're now shooting them in all 4 directions. What the heck is this? But if you keep these bullet bills on the... well, I was about to say if you kept them on the screen, you wouldn't have to deal with them. No. Thank you. Oh, what? Did you just see that jank? That was weird. Damn, I'm gonna have to, like, rewind and look into that, because that was positively messed up. Yes, Yoshi did what he does best. Falls into a death pit because Mario has to just say goodbye to him in some way, shape, or form. Either taking a hit, or I need you as a springboard. And now this deceptively difficult castle. Lemmy's castle is what I would call my first childhood brick wall in this game. Because this castle throws a lot at you. Like, sure, it's another castle, but when you get interacquainted with this asshole and not having a way to stop yourself from falling into the lava if you spin jump, yeah, this castle kind of like throws a bit of trouble your way. And the mean part is that you just took that freaking power up from me, the little asshole. No. Dude, please stop trying to do this to me. I need this. Because there's no other way to get... Thank you, Madge Koopa. That's what I'm talking about. This castle kills you. That's the first, like, one of the few deaths I've had so far. But just the idea that they throw you in this room with this guy trying to murder you with magic spells, and you just have to wait for him to assist you. Kind of a rough start, honestly. And you think you're done with him, and he's like, no, I'm always here with you, Mario. I'm always trying to murder you. And that's the scariest part about Lemmy's Castle, is that it's mean. It's absolute frustration. And then they put the middle waypoint here, which you have to, like, bust your ass to get, but good news is, in the most annoying part is that you think you would start here. No. It drops you in that first room again. Oh god, I keep forgetting that if you go running out the gate, you have to deal with those blocks going into lava. And this is definitely where you will probably die at least once or twice, because you just don't know how these things are going to be moving exactly, or where you got to go to have safety. Is there something of value up here? No, I've been tricked. But more Layer 3. There's nothing wrong with Layer 3 usage in my Super Mario World game. It's actually one of the best parts about this game, is it really makes the levels stand out more. Like, yeah, I remember that level where I had these blocks coming from the ceiling and rising up from the lava. Yeah, you won't forget this, for sure. Like, not to mention you won't forget the many times you died on Lemmy's Castle because of the bullshit sometimes. I swear to God, you guys... of course. Well, I'll take the hit, because I think we got a nice green block ahead of me. And then you get to run into the longest boss fights, because you have to find the guy to stomp. Not too bad of a fight, though. Especially when he keeps popping out of the same pipe. Is it gonna be a 3 times a charm? Oh, you little dick. I don't think we'll see Lemmy in the sequel. I mean, he literally fell in frickin' lava, guys. Nah, he'll be fine. He's got the Bowser blood in him. Or at least he's related to Bowser in some way, shape, or form. Probably Foster. Mario's like, I should do the thing I usually do. Frickin' goes Donkey Kong on the castle and kills it. Good. Yes, we found all the Switch Palaces game. Alright, so we're done with Vanilla Dome. I'm so glad I don't have to hear the dulcet tones of the cave theme. At least until I do this one last cave level real quick. I do like the overworld thing though. That can stay. But now I have to deal with this damn level. This is where the verticality gets to the maximum levels. But it also makes this level a little bit more fun in my books, because I kind of like the springboard diving boards, or I guess the spring diving boards is what I like to call them, because they make levels a little bit more entertaining, I feel like it. And until I hit my head on a damn Koopa. I don't know what that was. Oh, well, wait. Let's grab this real quick. We might need it for something else. Anything of value up here? Oh, okay, see? Oh, okay, don't. So I think this takes us to the normal exit, most likely. Oh, crap, hello. Oh god, this is why I don't like the football guys at all. They are some of the most dangerous enemies if placed in the best spots. Like, on top of a hill, and you having to run up said hill to get the full effects of that, that gate tape, or gold tape. I don't know where I got gate tape from. It just sounds weird. Now I gotta find the secret exit. Can you stop bouncing around like a loon? Jesus. Okay, I'm definitely trying to remind myself where this extra... Is it over here? This is definitely one I'm gonna have a little trouble remembering. Because this level's a bit mazy, for sure. I honestly don't care about dragon coins right now. I want to find the secret exit and get the heck out of here. Aha, there it is. Okay, so let's see if I can do this. And hit myself on the ceiling. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need either a cape or a blue block to help myself up there. Oh! This is the nice beauty of it all. We can just say, we'll come back later. And then World 4 shows up, and it's the weirdest world in the game, because it's really hard to know when World 4 actually starts, because it's still saying Vanilla Secret 2. But Vanilla Secret 2 is probably one of the best levels to grind for extra lives, if I'm not mistaken. Because you see all these Koopas? That's not the thing that... I mean, it certainly is a way to get killed, thanks to all the frickin' jumping that they're doing, but... The reason why this level kicks ass when it comes to extra lives, aside from jumping on Koopas all day, there is a silver P switch that I'm gonna try to keep myself aware of. No, Yoshi, we're trying to do this correctly. Alright, let's do this real quick. There we go. Now he won't die in one hit. Jeez. Oh, Yoshi, what are you doing to me, sir? There, I'm getting even with these bastards, man. Okay, I'm getting the bad YouTube-isms again. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure this out and why it's doing this. So please bear with me on the dropping of the stream and whatnot. Make sure it's not gonna happen Chrono Trigger, because I really want to show off that mod or hack or what you want to call it, because it looks pretty interesting. Yep, it was definitely skipping again. Thankfully, we are... No, you're not doing that. Can I get in the hole? No. You would think I would be able to get in here, but apparently not. Are we all better now? I hope it's all better now. Alright, let's see if we can get the thing. Where is the thing, game? Here it is. Here's the broken... Here is the silver thing. Look what it does to all these spinies. It makes them into beautiful silver coins, and what that means is that every spiny you see just adds to a massive total of extra lives. Which is nice, but it's kind of hard to get that going. I'm gonna definitely figure out the perfect optimal bit rate, because it seems like my bit rate is not good for YouTube standards, which kind of sucks. It was working fine for me earlier, but now it's like, nah, friend, we're not jiving with this, which is annoying. And I found a good way to put a Tetris piece in there. What the heck? Alright, more water. Great. Oh, this is a good water level, because getting acquainted with... This is like one of the few levels where you have a helping friend known as the dolphins. Kind of makes this level kind of neat, to be honest, because I certainly remember the dolphins a lot more when they're helping you through a level that can be slow and agonizing, and especially when you have this damn pufferfish trying to kill you. I keep forgetting what his name is, but he's kind of a nuisance. But unfortunately, he suffers from the same issue that Boss Bass suffered from, where it's like, oh crap, I can't withstand the power of the fire flower, or in this case, maybe a cape, so let's... Or maybe a Yoshi for that matter. No, Yoshi just says, no good for me. Jeez. So I'm just curious, everyone, what's your favorite world in this game if you played through it all? And it's probably going to be Bowser's Place, honestly. I mean, it's Bowser's freaking Valley of Bowser, after all. But then we have the only waterlogged fortress in the entire game. It's kind of neat, honestly, because you get acquainted with, oh, everyone's favorite trap, and the fishbone, which is kind of creepy. I mean, it's something you cannot kill underwater by any means whatsoever unless you happen to have a shell. And that spot down there rewards players that are not big or that are small Mario, but I don't want to be small Mario in this place. Like, with all these traps and just enemy... Oh, there's the bone-throwing bastards. I've told you I wasn't misremembering. These guys not only will follow you around, but they will just toss bones to smack you in the face. And man, this level's kind of kicking my ass. What's this way? Oh god. This is not a good way to go. And why did I do that? I got too afraid from the dry bone. Man. So yeah, this is definitely not an easy level. If you decide to go the secret way after Vanilla Dome, this is what you have to put up with. But good news is I get to check out this area real quick, because this one's really hard to get to. Because usually you won't be small, and you can't do it any other way, honestly. Alright, what is back here anyway? Do I get a good-ass reward for risking my life and land up here? No, I just get a bunch of coins and spike balls. Thanks, game. I really enjoy that. Thank God that hitbox is deceptive. I feel like I've been cheated out of something. Like, this doesn't feel rewarding. This feels like, hey, remember this part of the level? Yeah, you're here now. Because I feel like we died on the left. Maybe I'm thinking wrong, but... Jeez. These fish bones are really trying to kill me. Thank God we're almost done with this. So this level is deceptively difficult. And then you get to meet this frickin' asshole of a boss. Yeah, Reznor is my least favorite boss ever. Like, who thought this would be a fun fight? Oh, I'll just jump on these platforms and kill these guys. Yeah, Reznor just... I would rather have Boom Boom. That's how I feel about this fight. It's just like... Four Triceratops shooting fireballs at you on a whirling platform. How engaging. I just don't know what to say other than disappointment. But we're done with that. Saving my game. Let's go check out both. I'm trying to figure out how to take this on, because I have to do both bridges. But this is World 4. We can see the castle literally 2 levels away. I don't know how I feel about this world other than missed opportunity, missed potential. Like, we could have had a really cool kind of setup, and no, it's just like 2 bridges, and then there's the cliff with the damn castle. Great. Because the 4th castle house is probably one of the best bosses in the game. And this is probably one of the best secrets in the game. You definitely want this. But the problem is that I don't have a Yoshi to help me out here. The reason why this is one of the best kept secrets is because this is probably one of the last secret exits I found in this game. And it's really hard to get it. Because you have to do one of 2 things. You have to have a Yoshi all the way through this pretty tricky level. And there's a point where Yoshi can't exactly easily traverse things. Because it's all about these platforms, and then you get to this one spot and you have ropes, and you're like, oh, okay. And that thing, you grab this little block, and you're like, ah, shit. What am I gonna do? I've already beaten the level. So yeah, lots of little things that make this level tricky to actually find the secret exit, but if you manage to drag a Yoshi through this freaking maze of chainsaws, you will get probably one of the most interesting water levels in the game. But I do like this little mechanic here. It feels like definitely Donkey Kong's doing here. So this is the thing. You see how there's an arrow sign back there? So I'm going to try to see if I can somehow make it through here, but I don't think I have enough run speed. So, yeah, you definitely need a Yoshi to get that exit. There's almost no other way. The most evil secret in the game, by far. Because you have to sacrifice a Yoshi for the greater good. So let's do that real quick. And of course, top secret area is gonna save me and bail me out of this situation. It's just a shame that I have to walk through like 20 different levels to get here. Alright, back to basics. Man, all this walking just so I can show off this damn secret. Ugh, cheese bridge area. This is indeed cheese. Alright, let's just gonna get over here. Yeah, this is definitely one I remember, like, trying to figure out for the life of me. Where the hell is the secret exit? How can you get to a secret exit if there's no pipes, no keys, no nothing? And then it just asks you to make a very tough decision. Which is A, get through this level with the second half of this level with Yoshi without using the wings to help you fly through it. So you might need a cape for sure. And not only do you need it to not only do you need to like have Yoshi, you have to keep Yoshi in this mess right here. Good luck. If you have a cape, it makes this a lot easier. And then once you get through this mess, you do the sacrifice play. Oh! That's not how I was envisioning that to happen, game? Yeah, that was a good sacrifice play, dropping into a death pit. Thanks, game. I'm glad the tape was playing defense there. Jeez. We'll worry about that later when I feel better about myself after getting killed in the most indignifying ways. Game punishing me for killing Yoshi off like that. Or attempting to, anyway. At least you know at that point, maybe I shouldn't hit the tape, the gold tape when I'm over a death pit. Because that can very much and will happen, because all the Kaizos are going to do something sneaky like that. Like, oh, did you beat the level and forget about the P-switch that you had to hit so you won't fall into the death pit right after the goal? Oh, that's too bad. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be at least one Kaizo level that's going to do some sneaky-ass crap like that. Yeah, that definitely did hurt. That took probably a year off my life, for sure. I'm like... Oh no, okay, don't be doing this. This level's dangerous because all the frickin' Monty Moles is gonna run into. All of them. Oh. Wait, what? What is this? Oh right, this wonderful friend Cloud. Just drops coins that give me how many coins? Just one? But they have smiley faces on them. That makes them all the better to collect. Are you going to eventually... Oh! That was worth it. Okay. Get you out of there. Crap, crap, crap. No, Sumo Bro. Just get the hell out of here. I'm really glad that they aren't forgetting about the Sumo Bro, because, enemy's kinda cool, not gonna lie. Some guy that just stomps on the ground and unleashes a freaking bolt of lightning that can create a wave of flames wherever it lands. Pretty damn cool enemy. It's just a shame that we've only seen him, like, in 3 games, maybe? Now, Ludwig's Castle. One of my favorite castles for a couple reasons. It's honestly kind of menacing right out the gate. Like, you go in this castle and the first thing you see is blood red background. You're like, oh, crap. Guess this guy's not playing. And of course, we get acquainted with more spinning maces of death. These are basically the fireball bars of Super Mario World. Except that you have a chance to dodge the main problem with it. And then this room shows up. You're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, thank goodness. But then the worst part happens where you have to get through this room while slowly having the possibility of getting crushed weighing down on you more and more and more and more until you hit to the very end. Freaking crazy. And then it just kind of chills on you for a moment. Oh yeah. Plenty of climbing, not any issue here. But definitely one of the coolest levels right out the gate. And it's definitely rewarding at the end too, where the boss actually is kind of good compared to most bosses in this game. Hey, I'm making fun of the bosses because we've had enough good examples of, hey, this is how you could do these fights. And not to mention Super Mario Bros. 3 kind of did these fights better in some respects, but Ludwig is kind of cool. Because he's got some moves. Turns into a shell, goes back and forth, kind of reminds you a little bit. Then he just jumps like super damn high. But the problem is that you can kind of infinite loop his ass a little bit. Just make sure to get the jump on him before he lands. Won't even get to see that fireball phase. But the thing that just bugs me the most about Ludwig is why is his hair freaking stark white as hell? And a yellow shell. That just kind of confuses me when you're expecting something more accurate. Say, like the blue hair, the thing that kind of is his deal. But then you get greeted with probably one of the best castle scenarios. Mario's like, the hell? Yeah, I really do love that whole, hey, I just launched this castle into space. Thank you very much. It's, one of my friends did the Waddle-D with the wonderful Mega Man helmet. It's just kind of a bit of encapsulation of the field, which is Kirby and Mega Man. Then we go to probably a lot of people's least favorite world in the game, because this world can be god-awfully confusing for first-time players. The fricking Forest of Illusion, where they're like, I heard you like secret exits. Have all of them. And that can lead to a lot of confusion, but it only is the tip of the iceberg when it comes to world design, just trying to discombobulate your brain cells. But it does do a nice job of foreground-background shenanigans, and then it introduces you to the most broken enemy in the game. We already stomped on his head once, but these are the Wigglers. They are so damn broken because because this is... Okay, you need to stop doing this, YouTube. Please stop killing me with the bitrate back and forth game. I will fix this, guys. I am so sorry. I'll wait, though. Are we Gucci, game? Are we Gucci, YouTube? Are we fine? Okay, I'm sorry for the bitrate. Man. I'm getting really worried right now. Like, it was running like smooth butter, and now it's like, you know what? No, we're not gonna have a fun time today. And okay, let's try this again. Oh, no, Yoshi, come here. Screw you. Alright, let's see if I can find a star here. Is it broken again? I'm sorry, guys. Let's see if I can do something real quick to make this better. Give me a quick sec. Alright. Let's see if this works. I've decided to up the bitrate to something above what they were recommending to me. Hopefully it doesn't decide to choke on itself again. But please let me know if it does it again, and I'll try to see if I can resolve it. But the main reason why these levels can be real mean is not only are they trying to stranglehold the blast processing or lack thereof of the Super NES, because all these enemies like popping out of their damn pipes can be really god-awful. Yoshi, we're gonna have to say goodbye to you, because I have to go this way. Because this is the main way to get to this exit. You could be a death-defying individual and try to fly, but this is the intended way. We may as well do it. Besides, we can bring Yoshi back and get some sweet revenge. And it takes you to this ghost house, though. If you beat the level normally, this is the only, like, freebie, I think, where each exit actually takes you somewhere. Oh, I forgot. You don't really care for that. Okay, good to know. Yes, I was thinking spinning my cape would be a thing that would work against these guys. Unfortunately not. Grab this real quick. Alright, I would love to find a star to show you the best part about these broken Wiggler enemies, because they definitely have a nice secret to them, and it just makes them all the better. Let's see if it might be past this point, I feel. Nope. Oh, see you later, Yoshi. I swear to God, there is a star in this level, and I just don't know where it is, and I'm gonna die, aren't I? Nope. Where do you get a star in this level? I feel like there is a way to get a star in this level, and you can just run like hell through it and destroy it. Is it doing that thing again? It's telling me the warning again. Alright, let me review something real quick. It's lower than the recommended. Okay. We recommend that you use a bitrate of 6,800 kilobytes per second. Okay, that might explain things. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I think the power up roulette is the way to get it. Okay, I think I'm gonna show that off real quick. So give me a second while I do the recommended bitrate, because apparently YouTube is like, nah, we don't take this 3 kilobytes of crap. We want you to go 6.8. So give me a quick second. Shouldn't take too. Alright. I'm super duper sorry with all the inconveniences, but let's see if the 6.8 kilobytes is enough. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's a big ask, but I just want to make sure. Alright, let's continue. Let me go back to Forest Illusion 1 real quick, show off the nice little star roundabout situation, because damn, I want all the lives. I want to show off how many crazy-ass lives you can get in this level. Alright. Where is the roulette, though, real quick? I need to remind myself. Is it right here? Yep. Okay, so let's wait until we get... Alright, let's see. Let's just show off all the crazy-ass damage you can get with this. Like, just imagine just running through all the wigglers possibly in this level and just do that over and over again. Once you, like, get the star all the way to the end. Wait, am I streaming to nothing again? Okay, I just want to make sure. Because, alright. Try refreshing. Refresh page. Well, it seems to be working at least, thank God. Alright. Another boring ass one. No, it's not that bad. If anything, this water level introduces these guys, which you can't do anything to with Yoshi, and you certainly can't kill them with a cape spin, but you can basically kill them with a shell. That's all I can really do. Good luck doing that, though. Optimal life farming stage? Yes, it is the most optimal life farming stage. Because there is apparently a problem. There's apparently a thing about Wigglers where they just don't work the way as every other enemy in the game does. And that's why you get 2-ups from them, as opposed to you usually getting 1-ups from everything else. But considering how many Wigglers there are in that level, that's a ton of lives, and you can just pop the star, run through it, hit save, or press start and select, and just do it over and over again until you have 99 lives. Oh god, the lags is really cramping up here. Understandable. All the possible enemies and Rip Fan Fish. You know what would be like the most horrifying water level? Is that you just have a ton of Rip Van Fish chasing you. Oh crap, is this the level? I think this is the level. Not this section. There's definitely a section coming up, though. Oh, that's mean. If you get greedy, you basically lock yourself out of that 1-up. Mean. Dude, this level is like getting destroyed by all these big-ass sprites. If there's one thing that this game taught people, hey, maybe you shouldn't have a lot of sprites on the screen at once, because we can't handle that shit like Genesis can. And sure enough, that definitely showed in some games like Super Ghouls and Ghosts, for example. You know how that that game played on the Super NES? Not very, because it was just like, here's this big-ass enemy, and then it's like, oh my god, I'm running at 5 frames per second here. So, if there's one weakness that can be said, Super NES just could not handle a lot of sprites, and this game certainly was a fine example of, oh no, we're chugging along here. Granted, it got better over time, but we're gonna take the secret exit because it's gonna be more possible to get, and other things. Nice little fake-out wall, basically. Let's see what I have to do to get extra lives in this. Oh right, this is probably the best kind of extra lives. You know what, Yoshi, we're gonna have to say goodbye, because... Oh, that's it. Yoshi, are you still here, buddy? Good. Excellent. Yeah, that's another stage that could be good for farming, but that would require you to die every time to... It's not worth it. Just get the extra lives and run. So we found all the Switch Palaces. That's great. Blue Switch, even though it's one of my favorite colors, is not as cool as green. Like, there's nothing that can match the awesomeness of the green Switch Palace. I mean, cape cape all over the place, yes. Even though it's kind of gets to be... Oh god, that is a lot of enemies getting thrown my way. You know, a little bit of me wants these enemies, these urchins, to kill Mario in one hit, so he could have like a little croctopus chase kind of segment where you have this thing slowly falling behind you, and you're like, oh god, I need to get through this section before just one hit KOs me or something. But no, they didn't want to be that mean to kids, basically. Get some revenge here. Oh my god, this lag. Oh no, did it just screw me over? That's mean, game. Even if you happen to not block it all off, if it doesn't have enough space to drop, you're pretty much screwed out of a 1-up there too. Seems that 75 or 600, yeah, can't speak, 6,800 kilobytes per second seems to work just fine. Like, hasn't been any skips, right? Other than the game absolutely chugging along here. This is a section I think is the most frightening. All these Rip Van fish surrounding me slow your game to a frickin' crawl because there's just too many active sprites. And then this guy just yelling at the top of his lungs, or at least whistling. Please stay away. Thank you, Rip Van Fish. Definitely one of the scariest enemies in this game. Just these fish that, like, homing torpedo towards you, and you're like, I don't know what to do with this other than to take the hit. And unfortunately, that's kind of what happens in that section, especially when you have all that chaos right at the end. And it just happens to be... Oh god, I'm getting hit. Damn it. Okay, I think this is where I could possibly end one of these guys. Yep, that's the only way to kill him. Just a frickin' blue block to the face. Why am I dying on this level all of a sudden? Like, all the levels I've run into, and this one just happens to be the most painful right now. Maybe it's because it requires a lot of damn patience. Like, having to wait for these things to get out of the way. Have these fish trying to, like, absolutely swarm you. And this section right here alone is, like, a bit of agony. Well, that sucks. Another surprisingly not easy level. But then again, I think World 5 and 6 is where Super Mario World officially stops playing. You could even say, like, Ludwig is the... I'm gonna go the other way. I'm really tired of dying on Force Illusion 2. We'll get that other exit for sure. Because I don't want to play another a slow, long-ass level and die at the end again. Instead, I want to die in a ghost house. I don't actually want to do that, but damn, this place is full of booze. Big and small, and frickin' Eries, too. What did I say about World 5 and 6 starting to be where the game just really starts trying to kill you? Like, the level design starts just being a little malicious all of a sudden. I do like this backdrop. Why don't we see this this stuff more often, game? Uh-oh, now the boo ceiling. My least favorite part. Instead, in this time, he really can't dodge it. Ugh. Give me the feather, thank you. Oh. Crap, crap, crap. I think it's down here. Yep. Getting out of here. Oh, crap. And this would be a big mistake, going to the right and jumping there. Now you have to do that all over again. Don't do that. Is this the exit? Oh god, there's multiple doors. I hate that. Please be the exit. Yeah. Oh, that was worth it. And I got the best number of lives, too. I like that. Okay, let's see this. Now, I just realized that Mario Odyssey was hinting about you going to the moon all from the beginning of the game. I just now realized that. I was like, you're collecting these moons. Why, by chance, are you collecting all these moons? Because you're going to end up going there at some point. Did I just literally back... This is why I hate this place sometimes. Because you think you made progress, and it's just like, hey, look what you're doing. Back to start. Like, seriously? So yeah, Force of Illusion can kind of play with your emotions a little bit. I think what I'm gonna do is I think this is going to be a like a 2-stream game at least. Which kind of sucks, because I was hoping I could get far enough to beat this game in one sitting, but when you're playing to get all the secret exits, or all the exits in the game, that's probably not going to happen. So I think what I'm going to do is try to find the secret exit first, and then that should be the end of the stream. Like, this feels like a secret exit if I ever saw one. Except that everything wants to kill me. Oh, come on, game. Oh, man, I'm back here. Shit. I don't understand how the more rewarding thing gives you the worst freaking outcome after you do it. Like, oh, here's a nice moon for all your glory and taking the furthest exit away from this spot. By the way, you went back to start. Hope you enjoy that. God. Okay. Glad that invincibility saved me a little bit of time and energy. Okay, this is a really bad spot to try to jump on. Oh my god, this boo ceiling is god-awful, man. Is this the correct door, game? Did I pick the correct exit? That's kind of mean. A little, like, the fact that there's 2 exits and they're literally next to each other. And if you pick the one that has the better reward, you get sent back. Like, you don't make any progress. That's the stupidest part about that. Alright, how about we stop here, and then I would say next Thursday we will try to... I'm kind of curious how many exits we found so far. Let me just take a quick gander. So we found about 42 exits, which is not bad for 2 hours, but I'm pretty sure speedrunners are laughing at me endlessly for like, oh, man, I could do that in like 2 minutes. What the heck are you doing? So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to stream a little bit earlier on Thursday or next Thursday, and we're gonna try to get through this game and complete it, get everything we need, and then move on to the next challenge, so to speak. But this Sunday, I'm going to be playing Chrono Trigger with the twist, because it'll be a modification / ROM hack. And I look forward to showing that off, because it's been a while since I really sat down, played Chrono Trigger, and I definitely want to add an extra spin to it. Because, man, that's one of my favorite RPGs of all time. And I would never turn down the offer to play Chrono Trigger, ever. So, and having, like, extra new things and balancing out things that made certain characters either not utilized properly or some moves just be, like, absolutely worthless. Like, apparently they made Hypno Wave very useful, for example. And who the hell uses Hypno Wave, honestly? But nevertheless, next time there will hopefully be a lot less stream drops, and more importantly, we'll be having a damn good time, because I don't know what to expect with this mod of Chrono Trigger. It seems like it's going to be a pretty damn good time, though. So, thanks for joining me for this little step into the past, and I hope you all enjoyed me running around, getting killed, and blowing up castles in Super Mario World. But I'll see you on Sunday, and that'll be at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So, take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your week. Adios. Yeah, I hope so too, because it was already starting to choke a little bit. I'm like, dude, stop. I thought we settled this. Apparently streaming this day is just like, no, no. I think I'll try to make sure to record the stream, so that way we can keep the whole thing still going. Either way.